With so many dash cams on Amazon, it's really hard to figure out which one to go with. In this video, I'll be comparing the #1 ranked dash cam to something at the very bottom, but let me show you guys why it's important to get one in the first place. No! No! Every time I watch that video, I feel so bad. Imagine not having a dash cam and having to deal with the insurance companies, the drivers that hit you and maybe them denying it, and all the aftermath. So having a dash cam, it just solidifies what happened and who's at fault. Here we have the lower echelon dash cam. This is called the Lamto 1080p dash cam. And this is actually, at the time of shooting this video, ranked number 364. And this is part of the problem with dash cams, is that they're changing so fast that there's new things coming out probably almost every month. With this camera, you're gonna have two different mounting styles. You're gonna have one that's got the double-sided tape right here. For the one that I typically recommend and go with is gonna be the suction head style, which you'll be able to mount this to the windshield and it almost never pops off from my experience. Next in the box, you have a USB cable and be able to transfer that data out onto your computer. And here is the power cable, which is powered by the cigarette lighter. And then you've got the USB connection right here. It comes with the forward-facing cam, which you'll be able to see out front. And then you've got an interior cabin camera that's actually the second camera. And if you're wondering why both are facing this way, here's the trick. You can actually twist this around and now you've got your inside camera right there. This one also does come with a 64 gigabit memory card. Whenever the camera is running and this card does get full, you'll be able to overwrite the data and start again. Just be sure that if there's important data that you need to download off the camera, you do that beforehand so that that important footage isn't accidentally overwritten. Here is the USB slot, which you'll be able to power the dash cam on from inside the car, and you'll also be able to transfer the data into your computer from that slot as well. There's gonna be a mounting point here. You've got the screen back here, which we'll be able to look at a little bit later once we power this thing on. This camera gonna be coming in at about like $59.99 at the time of shooting this video, and it also does come with a $13 off coupon, so you'll be paying about less than 50 bucks for this guy. This is a full 1080p camera. The front camera view has a 170-degree of viewing area, and then the interior cabin has a 140-degree view of area. So probably good for maybe some in-car footage. Not a bad little camera for the price point, but let's see what the #1 ranked dash cam looks like. This is from a brand called Red Tiger. Let's rip it open and see what's inside. We've got the suction head. Only one style is gonna be coming with this one. Oh, this one's actually a little bit more sophisticated. It's got some connections here that actually connect to the camera. Here is the camera. This camera is coming in at 4K HD. The rear is 1080p. The front has a field of vision of 170 degrees and the rear camera is 140. Another cool aspect of this camera is that it does have Wi-Fi Bluetooth connection, and you can connect this camera to your phone in real time to see exactly what's going on. It also comes with a proximity monitor, a proximity sensor, which allows you to detect any type of movement or if anything is getting close by the car. GPS tracking is another important feature for this one. If your car does, in the worst case of scenarios, get stolen, you're able to track the car and record its location. And this one only comes with a 32 gigabit memory card. Here you have the power supply cable. Here, a little bit more updated connection. It also has USB-C. And here we are able to see the rear camera. This one is going to be mounting by double-sided tape. You can see the camera unit here. You have to run this camera all the way up to the front cameras. Now the Red Tiger version is going to be coming in at about $129.99 at the time of shooting this video, but there's actually a $30 off coupon, so you're going to be able to get this for about 100 bucks, which isn't too bad considering you get pretty much two cameras and 4K HD. I'll be sure to put links down in the description below as to where you can find them as well. Now let me give you guys a quick rundown of how we're going to mount these in the car and give you guys a tour of its performance. For your power, it's going to be pretty self-explanatory. Both are going to be using your cigarette lighter port, so you're just going to be able to plug that in just like that, and you'll be able to run this to the camera. And for mounting it on the windshield, what I typically like to do is engage the suction head first, and then you can move the camera up and down. So just make sure that you point it in a direction that's straight ahead. You don't want it too far up to where it's pointing up to the sky, and you don't want it too far down where it's pointing to the ground. So try to get it in the middle the best that you can with the little adjustment knob and moving it back and forth. Okay, first up, we are going to be powering up the Lam 2. There it goes. It's already recording onto that SD card as we speak. You can see that it's got both of the in-car and front visuals right there on that screen. But let's go for a quick drive around the neighborhood and see what the quality looks like as it captures data. Now let's take a look at the Red Tiger camera in action, and you can just see right off the bat the 4K is really a noticeable difference. You can even see that the picture quality is a lot lighter, it's a lot cleaner, it's just brighter. It just feels more organic. And the widescreen display on the Red Tiger itself really makes you feel like you're getting a wide angle shot, even though it's the same 170 degree of viewing angle. I've also run the rear camera already, and you can see the picture-in-picture action that's going on right here in the top left-hand corner. So it's showing you what it looks like from the back as it's going from the front. Now let's download it and take a look at the actual footage in real time, and we can also compare it to the other camera. I think as far as the visual goes, guys, it was pretty obvious which one is the clear winner here. Obviously, the 4K is going to be trumping the 1080p. And before I forget, here is also a night vision shot. And as you can see, again, the 4K camera really doing justice and working that picture quality. And for double the money, I guess you're gonna get double the quality. But if you're gonna be driving around with a front dash cam, you're probably gonna want the highest quality possible in order to be able to zoom in, see license plates, and see any particulars that might be going on. It's gonna be great for that. But the 4K definitely trumps in terms of visual appeal. Since the video of the accident, of course, my van has been completely fixed, I think the front dash cam is great to be able to have cheap insurance for the unexpected happening. But who knows, some of the cars that may be coming out in the future may already come equipped with front dash cams, but until then, this is going to be our best option.